Well, I like, what we did defensively. I felt like we were sound. There was energy and effort defensively, and one of the things that we talked about is getting better at finishing the possession by boxing out and getting the rebound. I thought we did a really good job of that. If we get the rebound, we talked about the pace at which we want to run and be able to transition from defense to offense, and I thought that was really good. And I just love the way that we shared the basketball. One of the things that I told the team throughout the game is, yes, we're doing some good things, but the encouraging part was that the things that we were doing, I think, translates. It just wasn't something that we did well tonight. It was something that we can do well every night and moving forward, and that was encouraging for myself.
Hubert, what was your message to the guys now that you're going into the regular season?
Well, it's just, let's take another step forward. Each practice, each week, it's an opportunity to get better, to become the best team that we can possibly become. It's a long season, but there's an opportunity for growth. And so we'll have practice tomorrow. That's another opportunity for us to get closer to where we want to be. But I was very encouraged. One of the things, the main thing that I talked to the team before the game was, I want them to have fun. This is a game that they love, a place that they love, and I think people can see this as a team that enjoys and loves being together. And so, when we get out on the court, let's because of those three things, let's have a celebration of being able to do something that we enjoy doing.
What did you make of the play of Zayden High? He ended with 11 rebounds, had some blocks. What did you kind of think of his overall activity?
Not surprising at all. He's been that way since he's gotten here. I knew he was a big-time player, and he's even better than that. He's just defensively, he's extremely versatile, can guard guards out on the perimeter. He's a player that not only, he doesn't shy away from contact, he actually thrives in contact. He's tough. He can run the floor. He didn't even shoot a three. He can really shoot from three. He just listens and just does the things that he's been told and taught in practice, and he translates it to the game, and I was really proud of him.
What does he learn from a player like an Armando Bacot that's obviously been around a while? I know they have probably different games. What's something that he kind of is able to take from him?
Well, it's not just Armando, it's the older guys, RJ, Cormac, Paxson, Harrison, guys that have been there and done it before. Just what you want to do in terms of preparation and practice to put yourself in a position to be successful like he was out there on the floor. And so having older guys that have been there and been successful and seeing them, how they prepare and how they practice and how they play is a huge benefit for our younger players.
What can you share about Cormac's injury tonight?
Yeah, it's just a little tweak. He could have gone back into the game, and I decided not to play him in the second half.
Hang on.
Sure. Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I was going to ask about Ingram. He's such a versatile player.
Yes, he
really
is.
Not lacking energy. He still had plenty of it after the game was over. Just what do you like the best about him? What he brings to the line?
Yeah, he's one of those guys that make you laugh, and he's not trying to make you laugh. He's just so much fun to be around. It's just, as soon as he walks into the room, it just brightens up the entire room. But you talked about his versatility. He's got really good size, and it's you put a smaller guy on him, he has the ability to post up and finish around the basket. But you put a bigger guy, he has the ability to handle the ball and make plays and shoot from three. And so, player with that size and versatility and he's a really good defensive player. And he's the one that always gets his hands on the ball. He's really good at steals and deflections, something that I didn't know that I know now, and I'm glad he's here.
Yeah.
Coach, you see, like we heard a lot of things you guys promised, like tempo, togetherness, ball movement, like all that seemed to show itself here tonight. How just rewarding that is for you to see it kind of translate.
Well, it's fun to watch. It's something, you're right, that we've talked about in terms of, I felt like at some points they were too unselfish. They were wide open, and I love good to great, but passing up great to good, but that's a great problem to have. But as I said before, they were doing things that I felt like translates to the rest of the season. And so that's on us to be able to continue, you know, and grow in what, you know, we've been able to do early in the season. But obviously I was very encouraged and I liked what I saw.
Elliott had a 31 plus minus in only 22 minutes.
You did?
Elliott,
Okay.
and he was coming off the bench. I mean, and he only had 7 points. So it's like, how is he able to affect the game so much in ways other than scoring?
Well, he's a really good on-the-ball defender, and he's tough. I mean, he's another player that just not affected by physicality. He loves to compete. I think you saw him push the ball up the floor. He's just instinctively can just see things that most people can't see in terms of distributing the basketball, and something that the entire team has, but it just, you know, I felt like the biggest expression from him was when somebody else made a shot. You know, it wasn't when he dunked the ball or he made a shot. The biggest celebration was when somebody else made a shot. And so, like, that's really cool. That's something that we've talked about all summer, is celebrate the success of others, and understanding that everybody has gifts and talents, and bringing all those things together. A lot of fun and fun to be around.
Take a couple more with Arnie.
Harrison talked about that this game is kind of representative of old Carolina basketball. I'm curious, as someone that's coached for this team and played for them, what does old Carolina basketball mean to you?
I wouldn't characterize it as old Carolina basketball. I would characterize it as Carolina basketball. And it's, you know, playing hard, playing smart, playing together. I felt like tonight we played hard. I felt like we played smart, and we played together, and we had fun.
Non-game related, but I believe it was last month you all brought in TJ Leisner to kind of help with the NIL efforts, things like that. Just kind of how much of a help you anticipate that being, having someone over that area for.
Well, since me taking, head coach, there's a number of things in college basketball that has changed. I've said before, not just NIL, but the transfer portal, the extra COVID year, the involvement of agents, and there's a number of things that, from a college basketball standpoint, at times you have to tweak, pivot, alter, and change, and those are things that we're doing in this program, and those are things that is needed.
Last one, Ben.
Yeah, Hubert, Seth has obviously been dealing with the injury this month. Can you talk about sort of what he's been going through and how, what you've been able to see from him and how it's impacted his ability to contribute this month?
Yeah, it's just it's a minor ankle injury. He twisted it early in the preseason, and then he twisted it again. So it's nothing more than that, and just giving him just a little bit more rest to put him in a position to prepare next week and get back out there on the floor. And I've talked about his giftedness athletically, and his ability to defend and play defense, full court, and also his ability to attack the basket and be able to make plays. And so, looking forward to him getting healthy.
Thanks, everybody. A reminder, we'll have Coach Davis on the player next Friday, the 3rd, before